True Fiber Geek redeemed first. Flo McCawsome redeemed second.
Threads in my hands, loops like a spell, building castles brick by brick where I dwell. Brush to the canvas, colors collide, shapes and textures, no need to hide. May your yarn never tangle your knot, stay clean, find peace in the stitches, life's in between. We're all pieces of a puzzle, a world so wide. Be kind to yourself, let the rhythm ride. Like, oh, let the rhythm ride. Like, click, clack, bricks, stacking dreams in the air. Imagination builds worlds beyond compare. Paint spills wild on the floor, don't care. Every mark's a story, every stroke a dare. May your yarn never tangle your thread, stay true. Find calm in the chaos, let it carry you. We're all threads in the fabric of vivid hue. Be kind to each other, let the love shine through. Let the love shine through. Different shapes, different shades, different tones. Our imperfections build a world we call home. Relax, breathe, take it in, don't rush. The masterpiece is in the touch. Different shapes, different shades, different tones. Our imperfections build a world we call home. Relax, breathe, take it in, don't rush. The masterpiece is in the touch. The touch is in the touch. Tangle your soul, stay free. Embrace all the colors, let them just be. We're all artists in the making, can't you see? Be kind to the world and let it be. May your yarn never tangle your soul, stay free. Embrace all the colors, let them just be. We're all artists in the making, can't you see? Be kind to the world and let it be. My and let it be my
Hello, friends. Okay. I know my thing says hat or bag because I have these two projects, and I think I'm gonna do bag because that's probably the one I need to do the most. So, anyways, how's everybody? I got home and took a nap. I needed it. I really needed the nap. But yeah, I think I'm gonna work on the dice bag because that one I need to finish a little bit faster than the hat. So, because it is definitely not cold here. Hey, True. Oh yeah, thanks True and Flo for getting first and second respectively. Making French toast for dinner right now. Nice. I had Taco Bell. I just picked it up on the way home. It was delicious. Had my very first Crunchwrap Supreme. Those are pretty good, actually. The nacho cheese was just a tad spicy, but other than that, it was pretty good. Hey, Tiki, how are ya? Fine and dandy. How about you? Fine and dandy. I'm good. I took a nap, so I got some sleep when I got home. Realized I forgot to turn my light on. But doing all right. My pride color's going there, so full menu planned out. Need to do food prep for the next week so I don't waste anything before heading out. Weekend after next, yeah. You may need to remind my spouse. But I figure y'all can talk about that on Sunday. Anywho's. Hello! There you are! So I am a little bit late getting started. Sorry about that. I really needed that nap, and then I was a little getting up. So I am tired. One of the things I plan on doing this weekend is catching up on sleep. Alright, I am going to switch up the pattern at this point. I don't know if this is at the completion of the round, but it's what I'm gonna do. Sleep sounds nice. Yeah, sleep does sound nice. Yeah, anywho's, I'm gonna do a row of double crochets. And then it's kind of funny. I am going to kind of mimic, I am going to exactly mimic what I did on the hat for the ribbing here, because I freaking love how it's turned out. And I think it'll look really cool on the top of this bag before it gets to the drawstring part. And it's actually like really tight, so we'll see. Secrets of Mimic. So there has been a lot going on in the world. Is everybody doing okay? Does everybody have enough water? Like, are you taking care of yourselves? So we're heading. Yeah. Whiskey! On mobile because Twitch is giving me problems on laptop. Okay. I'm just glad you're here. How are you? Are you doing okay? Started using an app for counting calories and stuff. Ooh, okay. But today has been a pretty good day. I had a moment today where I finally felt like I have found my groove in my new job. I know it's been a year, but there is so much, and it was all brand new things. So, but I finally feel like I've actually gotten into the flow, and I know what I'm doing, and it's nice. Like today I had 4 meetings, and they all went really well. I was about to ask what new job. Oh, no, it's been a year. So it's not new. It's just it was all new tasks for me to learn, and I am totally still learning for sure, but I feel like I actually know what I'm doing now. But yeah, I had 4 meetings today, and they all went really, really well, and oops, I accidentally put an increase there. They all went really well. I understood what was going on, and I wasn't completely lost the whole time. And one of them was a one-on-one with my boss, and it went really well. Like, I actually had intelligent things to say. Flow. Yes, thank you. I don't feel as lost. I mean, like I said, there's still totally things that I am learning, but I actually feel like I understand and know things. Like, yeah, it felt really good today. So I was really glad that kind of crossed my mind today. It was like, oh, I really needed to have that moment in my head where, you've got people who are like, yeah, you're doing a good job. I mean, this is a hard job. You're learning. That's how we learn. And I'm like, yeah, but I felt like I was so bad. And so yeah, now I've had that moment in my own head where I'm like, I'm not doing bad, actually. This is going pretty well. I'm sure there's going to be moments, and I know there's going to be moments where my brain is going to go, haha, you said what? But for now, I'm doing well. Mod view on mobile is pretty neat. Okay. Neat question mark? I've actually never seen mod view on mobile, so... Oh, man. Started looking deeper into registering my content stuff as a business. I don't have to register as a corporate entity as long as I'm not taking brand deals. Oh, interesting. Well, good luck. That is interesting. Worked that not too long ago because it used to be... Oh, for the mobile mod view. Gotcha. Oh, but yeah, like I said, I came home, ate, took a nap. I ate all but one taco, and then I took a nap, and when I woke up, I ate the last taco. But like I said, I needed it. Nice. Yay, new things. So yeah, like I was mentioning, how is everybody doing? I know there's a lot of crazy stuff going on, and last weekend was amazing and interesting as far as the world goes, and indeed, we had our nephews, and that was fun. We went and saw the new How to Train Your Dragon. Go see that. It was so good. It was so good. Definitely go see that. The week of July 4th, so July 2nd and 3rd, I will not be streaming. I am going to go visit family. So, just so you guys know, there will be no stream that week. Yeah. There's just not going to be a very good way for me to stream around the family. So, just wanted to let you guys know that. I'm glad you guys got to do that. Sounds really awesome. Pokemon Go Community Day. Gosh. A place called because they have. Oh, aw. I'm sorry. That sounds like it would be a really awesome experience. I'm sorry you can't go. Still feeling meh. Hoping to go tomorrow. Definitely try to go tomorrow. I'm sure that'll help you feel a little bit better. I know it is chaos right now. That's okay. I knew what you meant. You skipped it. You're good. Pretty expensive. Ooh. Yeah, that's a little pricey. Yeah. So I took Monday off for next week because I have a couple of doctor's appointments, and I was like, it'd just be easier if I just took the day off. And so I'm also now going to bravely go to the DMV that day too. Ooh. To get my real ID license. I still have not done that. I know that's terrible, and I should have done it a long time ago. But here we are. So, didn't mean to pin that. Oh, no worries. But yeah, I got a couple of doctor's appointments, just like blood work in the morning, and then a normal doctor's appointment that I do every like 6 months for my eyes in the afternoon. So I've got like a 5-hour window between the two, and I'm like, hopefully the DMV can be done within that 5-hour window. So we'll see. But you shouldn't feel weird. I'm sure that they would absolutely love seeing you and welcome you back. That's what that kind of group is for. Well, hello, Tree Hugger. Welcome in.
Redeemed Hydrate.
Thank you very much for redeeming Hydrate. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Whew. It's hard for so many people. They're absolutely not going to judge for missing. Absolutely not. Absolutely. Mostly because I'm not traveling anywhere now. Oh, yeah. Oh, at least you have your passport. That's good. That's really good. I don't. I want it, though. So, anywho's. Wrapping up some work. Okay, nice. Very nice. Oh. Yeah. Anyways, there we go. Okay. Trying to get back into the groove here. So I like doing ribbing in this kind of pattern. So you do 2 front post double crochets, 2 back post double crochets, and then you just keep repeating that. Anytime there's a back post, you do the back post. Anytime you do a front post, you do a front post. And you get this really cool, you can see it better on this one because it's colorful. You get this really cool stretchy ribbing without having to do like a bunch of chains and single crochets or a bunch of single crochets or back loop single crochets. So, but yeah, this is just double crochets and it's really nice and I think it looks good. I'm happy with it. So, and that's what I'm doing on this. And this one is, yeah. 2027, so be sure to renew it by then. Definitely. Yeah, absolutely. I did once have a passport. That was a long time ago. So I really need to get another one. And I plan to. I plan to. Yeah. Someday. When I can afford it. Well, hello. Did you have a nice walk? Oh, okay. Love Whiskey says hello. Whiskey says hi a lot.
What?
Whiskey says hi.
Hi.
He says hi. True says hi. I think he's prepping some food for him and Arjunvost. They had gone to a late lunch, and so I was like, well, I'm starving when I was on my way home, so I got food, brought it home, and they're like, we'll just eat something later. I'm like, okay. So they're having a late dinner. Jaster was off today, so they got to hang out. Oh yeah, happy Juneteenth, everybody. Arjunvost is upstairs, so but I will definitely tell him you said hello. At least I think he's upstairs. Let me check. I thought I saw him go upstairs. Yeah, okay. He's not in his spot. So. Whew. Oh, yay. It was an even number of stitches. I like when that works out. It should have been. I didn't figure I dropped any stitches, and I started with an even number and increased in even amounts, so... But it's good to have that, I'm looking for a word. It's good to have that confirmation. There we go. The confirmation that my stitches are counted right. Off to really like that more companies are acknowledging it as a holiday. Absolutely. Mine actually did do like a whole celebration thing today, which I didn't get to participate in. We've actually done a celebration thing twice this week. We did something on Tuesday, and then they did something today as well as in the cafeteria. They did like soul food, which was pretty awesome. So, but yeah. I did participate in the one on Tuesday, and I actually won the trivia for my group, which was pretty awesome. I didn't know that I was going to be the one to have to answer the final $1 million question. I just picked a seat and ended up being the seat that they were going to call on to answer the question, and I was like, I'm sorry, you guys, we're going to lose. And then I was the only one who got it right. So that was pretty awesome. We won a koozie for our multicultural group, a sticker for the group, and a coffee voucher for the coffee bar downstairs. So, yeah, that was pretty awesome. So I won coffee, and I think that is a big win. Those are so cute. Oh my goodness. Oh, is that Mimikyu? That is. But yeah, it was pretty cool. But yeah, it was a Juneteenth trivia, so like history and symbols and all that jazz. It was really cool. And I only got it right because I was paying attention to what the lady had said for something earlier in the game, and because she like literally gave us the answer. So that felt pretty cool. Felt pretty cool. But I like to have the opportunity to participate in things like that. I love that we have those kinds of celebrations and that we still do DEI, and like it's awesome. So, we are going to have a stretch break in about 40 seconds. I feel like my music is really loud today. Do you guys feel like it's really loud? Or is my headset just... Oh, I forgot. There we go. Okay. Yeah, paying attention. Exactly. But yeah. So, I love that they do that. I wish that we had the day off. I think that would have been nice, but, you know, at least we did celebrate. Like, they had flags and all sorts of stuff. It's pretty awesome. Alright, we are going on a stretch break. I'll see you guys in about 3 minutes. Okay, we are back. Sorry about that. Oh, in the Betty White show, what was the name of the character portrayed by the legendary Betty White? Grace the screen is the character Joyce Whitman in the Betty White show. All right then. Oh. Lip Smackers Dr. Pepper. Nice. Okay. Okay. I always thought it was kind of interesting in shows like that like the Andy Griffith Show, his character's name was Andy Taylor, and like that with the Betty White Show. It's interesting that it was named after them, but they didn't actually really. It wasn't about them. It just was like theirs. I don't know. Just interesting. Yeah. Yeah. So Arjun Vost and I decided that Saturday we plan on watching all of the Pirates of the Caribbean films. Because we went to a baseball game. So yeah, we went to that baseball game yesterday, which was a lot of fun. I didn't end up having to do the entire demo, which was awesome. And I promise there's connections in this conversation from baseball to Pirates of the Caribbean. But we got to the baseball game. We had a lot of fun. Got hot dogs and burgers. But the two people who were my demo people for that game, this was their second demo, and we got there and got everything all set up, and I kind of told them how it works, and they were like, okay, cool, we got this, you can go. And I was like, cool, okay, because I looked at the statistics today, and we did 14 demos this school year, from July 24 to June 25. 14 demos. 94 total volunteer hours, and over 4,000 people seen. Now, one of those events was about 2,000 people, and that was a giant festival. So still pretty awesome. And then I looked at it. I did 8 of those 14 demos. I did 30 volunteer hours, and I included an hour for setup for yesterday. I did 30 hours. The next highest did 3 demos and 11 hours. So I'm really, really glad we've got some new people on the team who can help with these demos. Because I love them. They are great, but it's a lot when you're mostly doing it by yourself. So, I'm so glad to have these new people, and they did so great. They were absolutely fantastic. But anyways, so while they were doing that, I got to actually go and sit down and enjoy the baseball game. And it was my brother and I, and then a friend of ours met us there. One of my very, very dear friends. And so it was the 3 of us. We hung out. It was great. And then but we were trying to pay attention to the baseball game. And there were, they do the whole, this person's up to bat. And they do blah, blah, blah on the field or whatever. And they tell them name. And one of their names was Will Turner, which reminded us of the Pirates of the Caribbean. See, there was a connection. And so we were like, I really want to watch that. I really want to listen to that music now. Because then we sat there and we were like, and so on our way home, my brother and I were talking about it, and I was like, I mentioned it before we left. I was like, we can totally listen to that in the car, just crank it up. And then, so we got in the car, and he's like, yeah, I really want to watch those movies now. I was like, I do too, and oh yeah! And so I was like, I told Google to play it on in my car, and so it played the Sweet themes. So it was all of them in one glorious orchestral masterpiece. So we jammed out to that on the way home, and then we decided that Saturday we were gonna sit down and just watch them all, because it's been a while and we just want to watch them all. So we're gonna. Are you eating popcorn? No? Oh, okay. I was like, almost smells like popcorn. He's cooking rice, but it almost smells like popcorn. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. And then we were hanging out with some friends on Sunday. That's gonna be fun. Oh, man. Okay, forgive me. I have a thing of gummy bears. Okay. I realized very recently that I like gummy bears, because for a very long time I did not. I hated most gummy things. They were just not comfortable to eat. And then very, very recently, like I'm talking not even a month ago, maybe it was a month ago, but very recently this year, I was introduced to the little gummy bears that have the A on them, the Albanese, yeah, these ones. I had never had these before. I had done like the Haribo or whatever, and I really did not like gummies. And now I'm completely addicted to these. So. And it's my brother's fault. Because, he got some from the store, and I was like, it's been a really long time since I've tried some gummy bears, so can I have one so I can try it and see if I like it? So I had one, and I liked it, and I was like, crap, I like these. And I have since bought some for myself a few times. So I would hate for you to do that, because if I don't like them, I mean, I know people who would eat them, but yeah. 2-pound bag of the grapefruit ones. Oh yeah. I mean, they're all of the flavors are good. There's not a single flavor I don't like. And I'm having a hard time picking a favorite flavor. Usually I'd just be like, the cherry ones are my favorite. But it's not just those. Like, I really like the pale green one. I don't know what flavor that is, but I like that one. And I like the pale blue one. Like, they're all good. So, oh my god, that's adorable. It bounces back and forth. um, but yeah, and then so the other day, I was like, okay, maybe I just like gummy bears now in general. And so I tried a Haribo gummy bear at another friend's house, like on Monday actually. And I was like, no, I don't like these. They're hard to chew. And then my brother and I were talking about it. We're like, Haribos are well done steaks. Albanese are medium rare steaks. Because that's the only way to describe the toughness of the texture. So yeah. It's apparently I like the softer gummy bears. So here we are. Yeah. Yep. Yep, it was absolutely a brand thing apparently, because I just did not like the Haribos. So yeah. Destroy their belief in chocolate. I'll send them a package when it's not gonna arrive. A soup. I have little bites of the Milka bars left. Not much. But I have been, like, savoring them. How? A lot of self-control. And also I've been keeping them in the freezer. But yeah, right now would not be a very good time to send chocolates. Like US chocolate versus... Oh, it's like... Sorry, I thought you said I like US chocolate versus European chocolate. I was like, come on. What can it require for shelf stability? Does not have that requirement. Ah. I never thought about that. I never really thought to look into it, honestly. What is this? What doth thou have posted? Okay. There we go. Oh, nice. That is a very you color scheme. Both the pink and yellow. That is pink and yellow. Very nice. Not bloody like... Oh, to what I said.
What's taters?
With Google redeemed potato epic song.
Potatoes. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Boil 'em, mash 'em, boil 'em, mash 'em, boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Boil 'em, mash 'em, boil 'em, potato, 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 potato. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Potatoes. Taters. What's taters, huh? Taters. What's taters, huh? Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. What's taters?
Orange Royal Canary Wood base. Ooh. Very cool. Thank you very much for redeeming that song. It's so fun. Speaking of hobbits, so we have a Minecraft server like a private Minecraft server, and I've been playing it a lot. Because I've been playing Mine Colonies, which is a mod that is really, really fun, actually. If you've never heard of it, definitely look it up. There's some pretty cool videos. Like there's one fellow whose name I have forgotten. Crap. Let me look. This thing. Sjin, Sjin. He does Mine Colony tutorials and stuff. I definitely recommend checking it out, because it's pretty fun. But anyway, so I'm doing that in Minecraft right now, and I am doing so with the Mine Colonies, you can you're building a town and you get villagers, or not Minecraft villagers, or like actual like skins people kind of deal, that talk, like they say, what can I do for you, or this rain sucks, or the meal at the buffet at the cafe was really nice today, or whatever. Anyways, so you start this town and then you're building up this town. And you can pick where you put all the buildings, and you basically set down like, okay, this square here is where I want this house to be built. And then you have a builder that comes and builds it. You have to supply all of the materials to build it. It's all Minecraft materials, things you can get in the world. But you can pick the styles. And so right now, one of the ones, or the one that I am doing is the Shire. And it's pretty fun. I'm really enjoying it, honestly. I think it's a lot of fun. But it's a good challenge too, because then it's like, oh crap, now I gotta find this material to make this thing that they can put down so it can be built, and like they just won't build it if they don't have all the materials. So they'll just sit in their little builder's hut and have this little red box over them and you go click on them and they're like, I need something, or I need this, or I can't work, or something like that. And it's pretty cool. So highly recommend. Modded Minecraft is a lot of fun. I mean, normal Minecraft is a lot of fun too, but I really like modded Minecraft. We are using the Direwolf 20 mod pack, which I love. I'm sad though, this particular version, they took out the Botania mod, and I love the Botania mod. It's magical flowers, and you make really cool things with the magical flowers. But it's not in this mod pack. And that's okay. It gives me a chance to play with something else, which is why I'm doing the Mine Colonies. And I've kind of done Mine Colonies before. We did it as a group quite some time ago. But it's really kind of it's really cool to work through it and figure out how it all works and all that jazz. So yeah, I really liked the Botania mod. It was magic. And there was like a witchery mod too that kind of paired with it, sort of. That was pretty cool. And now there are magic mods in this one too. But magical flowers, yeah. Yeah. And they were so pretty, and you could do different things, like make different things based on what petals of the flowers you had, and it was cool. So I do very much miss that particular mod. That one's probably my favorite of all time. It's just so fun. But huh. That's a neat duck fact. I did not know that. I was not keeping up with the Minecraft version. It's possible. That is very possible, which is sad, but he's okay. That's creepy. Would you guys like to see the Minecraft? I mean, if you do, I can show it to you. Entirely up to you. Never look at ducks the same again. Well, you have to think about it is their eyes are on the opposite sides of their face, so it's not like they're looking forward. They're want to see the Minecraft movie? You should. It's really it's pretty good actually. It's so bad it's good, but also it's just good. So there. All right. I've only got 6 more stitches left in this row, and then we will do the midstream mini mystery. Then I will pull up Minecraft and show you guys the village I've been working on. The villagers are probably very mad at me, or the colonists. There we go. Because I haven't been on in a couple of days. So I'm gonna finish this row, and then we'll do our midstream mini mystery. Yeah. Okay, that's looking pretty cool. It's got a really, really nice texture. I like doing this version of ribbing. I don't think I will ever do the other kind again. This is just so much better. So much easier. Okay, we'll set that aside. It's the room of video game. I don't know what that means. It is absolutely pure cheesiness. Okay, let's do this and pause that and come over here and grab the book. The Book of Mysteries. My hair looks really weird. Okay. Ooh. Here we go. You guys ready? The Case of the Dead Boxer. Tony Cerrone's worldly possessions were laid out on a small table in police headquarters. They consisted of a t-shirt, sneakers, and white cotton trousers. In a pocket of the trousers was a card. The card read, July 28, your weight 173 pounds, your fortune, you will enjoy a long life. His life lasted 22 years, Inspector Winters told Dr. H. Late last night, said the inspector, we got a call to come to the carnival. Somebody had started up a Ferris wheel. We found a male corpse jackknifed over a strut. At first, I thought the guy had been beaten to death. His face was too battered. Then I recognized Tony. Last night, Tony fought Kirby Malone for the state middleweight title, he continued. Tony took a pounding. We know he left the arena still pretty dazed. He must have come out to the carnival. He used to be a roustabout, and he knew his way around. Looks like he got here after closing, said the inspector. Used the scale and then started up the big wheel. He took a ride and fell out. The medical examiner says he died instantly. The famed criminologist contemplated Tony's possessions. He might have been killed elsewhere and hung on the strut, said Dr. H. I heard rumors of a fix in the Malone fight. Looks to me like Tony refused to take a dive and the mob made him pay the full price. The killers apparently did a clumsy job. To avoid giving themselves away, they changed his clothes and staged the scene at the Ferris wheel. How did Dr. H know? don't know. Let's go back. Alright. I'm going to reread this one. The Case of the Dead Boxer. Tony Cerrone's world possessions were laid out on a small table in police headquarters. They consisted of a t-shirt, sneakers, and white cotton trousers. In a pocket of the trousers was a card. The card read, July 28. Your weight, 173 pounds. Your fortune, you will enjoy a long life. His life lasted 22 years, Inspector Winters told Dr. H. Late last night, said the inspector, we got a call to come to the carnival. Somebody had started up a Ferris wheel. We found a male corpse jackknifed over a strut. At first, I thought the guy had been beaten to death. His face was so battered. Then I recognized Tony. Last night, Tony fought Kirby Malone for the state middleweight title, he continued. Tony took a pounding. We know he left the arena still pretty dazed. He must have come out to the carnival. He used to be a roustabout, and he knew his way around. It looks like he got here after closing, said the inspector. Used the scale, and then started up the big wheel. He took a ride and fell out. The medical examiner says he died instantly. The famed criminologist contemplated Tony's possessions. He might have been killed elsewhere and hung on the strut, said Dr. H. I heard rumors of a fix in the Malone fight. It looks to me like Tony refused to take a dive, and the mob made him pay the full price. The killers apparently did a clumsy job. To avoid giving themselves away, they changed his clothes and staged the scene out the Ferris wheel. How did Dr. H know? Weight is wrong for a middleweight class in boxing. That's what I was just thinking. Like I think what they're talking about with the using the scale, it was a scale that would say the date and your weight, and it would give you a random typed up fortune. I think that's what that was. But yeah, the weight's definitely wrong. So, because middleweight, that's going to be a big dude. Boxers are big guys. So, mostly. Those are pretty... And they're very muscular. And muscle weighs a lot more than fat. So, yeah, that's pretty light for a boxer. So, okay. All right, well, then we are ready for the answer. Or not. Okay. Tony could not have gained 13 pounds in a day. He fought on the night of his death for the state middleweight, 160 pounds title. I'm so bad at boxing, apparently. I don't understand freedom units. No worries. Apparently I don't either. When found, he had on someone else's clothing, for the card in his pocket gave his body weight as an impossible 173 pounds. Really? I didn't know that... I know that they're lean, but those dudes are muscles. Like, 160 pounds? Okay, well, I mean, we still had it right. And, I mean, Drew absolutely had it right. I had the whole weight thing wrong, for sure. I thought he would weigh more than 173 pounds, but apparently not. So, that is the poor, sad story of Tony, who was just trying to do the right thing and got killed for it. Sad. May have been different when the book was written. That's true. That's very true. It is dated 1960s, so yeah. Yeah, that's probably the case. Like, I wonder what is the middleweight boxing weight limit. Oh no, it's still 160 pounds according to Le Google. So what else is there to do back then? Which is, by the way, for those who don't know freedom units, 72.6 kilograms. must weigh 160 pounds or less, but above 154 pounds. That is a very small margin. Hold on. Middleweight is 160 to 165 pounds. Sorry. I looked at the wrong part of the chart. Light middleweight is 154 to 160. 160 to 165 is middleweight. Good grief. I really thought they'd be heavier than that. Anyways. That's what I get for reading the AI part instead of looking at the actual chart. Sounds pretty average. It does, which is really weird. You would think it would be heavier, but I don't know. I guess it is boxing, but I don't know. Boxers used to like they some of them still have like a gut. Like I don't know. Anyway, some of them though are really lean, and it is the middleweight. So, but apparently it is broken up like that. It's like light middleweight, middleweight, heavy middleweight, and then light heavyweight. Like, okay. Okay, let's see. Let me move that. I don't think I have... Do I have game capture set up? I don't think I have game capture set up. Well, I did. I still do. Okay. We'll do that. But give me a moment. Because actually what I'll just go back to this one and turn this on. But I gotta load Minecraft, so give me a moment. And then while that is deciding to load, it's gonna take a bit. Those are heavyweight boxers. Yeah. Yeah, they had it broken down. Like, there's a whole chart there's like 12 divisions. I don't know. There's a lot. Okay, let's see. I think I will do another row of the ribbing. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for helping me solve today's midstream mini mystery. Yeah. We will do this while Minecraft is loading up, and then once it gets loaded, I will put it up on the stream and show you guys mine colonies and what all I've been doing with that. It's pretty cool. Still crafting. Minecraft. Yeah. I had to move the screen, and so now I have to like look way up for where your guys' comments are, so that my game can be on the big screen here. It is. It's Minecraft. It's still crafting. It's digital crafting. Wahaha. I thought it was funny. Oh man. I really do need to set up the screen capture for games though. I haven't done that, and I really need to do that. For just this kind of occasion. Or screen capture in general. But that will not be a today issue. I will just bring up the game and we'll look at it. So you won't see all the pretty decorations, but I'll get that set up eventually. I don't get on a game very often, so or look at screens very often. So I think I need some water. That's cool. My great-grandpa apparently boxed, but I have no idea what weight class or if he was even very good. I only know that he did it because it was such a big deal that he didn't do it anymore after he met my great-grandma. Because she told him no. So there's that. He also apparently used to go dancing. His favorite dance was the waltz. But he didn't do that anymore after he met great-grandma. She said no. Alright, let's pause this because I love Minecraft's music. It's so pleasant. Go great-grandma. Nah, she was pretty strict on things. She was great, don't get me wrong. I loved my great-grandma. She was fantastic. But as far as that goes, like, come on. Really? Dancing? That's bad. Bad. Add existing. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. This. Okay. And what are we capturing? Okay. Okay. Capture specific window. There we go. This. Do. This. Yay, okay. Oh, hold on. I'll have to make it smaller so it fits on the screen. Now I can make it a little bit bigger. Do this and this. Okay. So it's like right in the middle, and there you can still see me. All right. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me get into the server really quick. Okay. There we go. Actually, that kind of works out. We're gonna lock that. Don't look too bad. Looked around the gym one day and realized that anyone who did a lot of boxing got stupid pretty quick. Oh no. Ah, fair. Check the box for monitor audio in OBS. You can adjust the sound volume in OBS and don't have to use desktop audio. Oh. I'll look at that later. We'll just do this for now. Okay. Why is it taking forever to load? Cause it's night. So okay. So we're gonna go to sleep real quick. Because all citizens are tucked into bed. Nice. Alright, so oh my gosh, okay. My computer is not handling this very well. So this is my town. Let me go into hover mode. Crap. Let me eat. Maybe? There we go. Alright. So, this is my town that I have worked on. It is the Shire. I have Bag End. That is my house. There is a whole way that you can actually set it down and make, like, have somebody, the builder guy, build it for you, which is awesome. But yeah, this is my town. That is the university and the library over here. This is that is a house. That is somebody's house. That is also somebody's residence. That is one of my builder's huts, which he's actually in there right now, probably waiting for stuff from either the courier or me. Yeah, this is the cafe, the cookery, the bakery. That's just a decoration that I thought was cool. It's a barge. There we go. Buckleberry Ferry. There we go. Couple of residences. That is a guard tower over here. This is the dyer's hut. This is the flower shop. She apparently needs something. I'll check that out in a minute. Yeah, so this is the university and school. Actually, the school is in the basement. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. Library. This is another guard tower. This is another builder's hut. You actually need quite a few builder's huts. And a lot of residences. So that's another house, and that's another house, and that's another house. And another house. This is the hospital right here. That is the graveyard over here because your colonists do die, just depending on circumstances. And then we have our barracks here, so training grounds and all that jazz. And then next to it, I have put the mine and the crusher, and the blacksmith shop and stonemason shop. And so what they'll do, so all of the places that can have a job have a job. Like all the people who need a job just kind of take the job. Like this is a archery range here. But and then all the places that have this white tape around it is actually something that I've told them, hey, upgrade this to the next level, please. So that it makes it bigger or more efficient, or they learn another skill or whatever. That's another guard tower. They get very mad at you if you don't have a lot of guard towers. So I build a lot of them. And they still get mad at me. So I forgot what this is the academy. This is the military academy. This is just a mystic site. It is basically a decoration. All of the roads you can actually have your builder build, so that it looks kind of nice. So I have this whole open area that I can still expand to, which is nice. I went through and I did a lot of terraforming in this area. That's another house. That is another house. That is the fisherman's hut. So they, you can see them right now. Actually, they are fishing, and they catch fish, and then that fish gets picked up by couriers that goes to the warehouse, and then they hang out in the warehouse until the cafeteria is like, hey, I need food, give me fish, and they'll bring them fish. I've got my chicken farm here, and my sheepy here with a random chicken for some reason. My cows, and see, there's the courier actually right here that is bringing something or taking something from the cow farmer. So, and then they'll go off and do whatever it is that they need to do. And over here, I've got my pig farm. And then this is the apiary, and I just like covered the crap out of this ground with flowers because they need a lot of flowers. They make honey and honeycomb, which makes candles, and then the honey is used for certain baking recipes in the cafeteria. Another guard tower. And then I grew all the cherry blossom trees around because I thought it would be really pretty. And then this is another builder's hut here. This is actually one of my warehouses, and I'll go into some of these buildings here in a little bit. But yeah, this is one of my warehouses. That is another residence. That is not a 5. I think this is a 4 level residence. So they get upgraded as you go. Like you can tell them to upgrade them. So like this is, I think this one, yeah, this is a level 1 residence. So you can kind of see that there's some of the detail is not quite there. Or maybe that's a level 2. That looked like it had 2 beds. Yeah, that's got 2 beds. So that's a level 2. But like this is definitely a level 4 because it's got like the extra details and the shingles and all that jazz, the flower pots and all that. So it's pretty cool. That's another residence over there, also a level 4. And then through here we have another restaurant and cookery and bakery. So a cool thing about the bakery and the cookery is they make the things then get sent over to the restaurant. So like the bakery will make like muffins and croissants and cookies and bread and all sorts of things. And then that can either go to the cookery or straight to the cafe so that the villagers can actually eat or the colonists, sorry, not villagers, colonists, so that they can actually eat the bread. But if it goes to the cookery, then it can be used in other recipes like chicken sandwiches and other things that my brain can't think of at the moment. But you have to like tell them the kinds of things that you want. So you create a menu inside of the cafeteria or the cafe, and then when the people get hungry, they come over here, and the person who runs the cafe will actually bring food to the people at the tables. And there's like a table downstairs and stuff too. But yeah, this is the town hall. Not much goes on in there. It is there as a starting point for your village. So yeah, this is the, hold on, that's not the town hall. Yes it is. Hold on, wait, where am I? Yes, that is the town hall. I missed a thing over here. This is the tavern, which is where new people, so if they have this like little face box above their head, they are not yet one of your colonists, but you can recruit them to be in your colonists. I'll show you what the inside of that looks like a little bit too. This is another courier's hut and another guard tower, and that is my house. That is the enchanter's tower, which is pretty neat. They make enchanted books in there. And then over here is my farmland. So another guard tower, and then this is, so you get to tell the farmers what you want them to do. And so they'll plant in each of these. Oh, I've run out of fuel. Okay, cool. So each of these fields, if you click on the little scarecrow in the middle, you can tell them what you want planted. So like in this one, I said I wanted beetroots because that's a pretty popular one for certain recipes. But the farm is this, like you, we'll just go in. So it's got, like, all of them have a, like a control piece that you can click on and figure out who your worker is, and you can recall them to here if you need to, and you can see what fields they have, which is pretty cool because then you know what that particular person is making. And I'm apparently in their way. So yeah, that's the person. They probably were dropping off some stuff, and going downstairs for some reason. So, but they'll like farm all the things and put them into the rack, and then a courier will come and pick up all that stuff and bring it over to one of the warehouses. But yeah, so they'll go through and plant all the things. So we've got, peppers and beets and wheat, and there's 2 kinds of wheat because there's a specific one for this mod. These are onions, which is also specific for the mod. We have cabbage and eggplant over here, and this is only because I had initially had eggplant here, and now there's so much eggplant in the warehouse. I'm like, we really need some cabbage. So I switched out eggplant for cabbage, and while these ones have been growing, they won't get rid of them until they are done maturing. Now these ones have matured, and so when they get ready, they'll come over and do that. This one is the rice 1, so she's floating around. Rice has to be sunk. So, then garlic, but another farm. Got a lot of those. And then it's starting to get dark, so let's go over. Oh yeah, I can't fly anymore. Okay. We'll go over here. I made those stables because I like horses. But yeah, this is my house, and then oh yeah, I can't fly. You have to use the gate, Maze. But I'll show you guys the house in a second. I want to go ahead and go to bed before something shows up and decides to start killing things, because that's not fun. So, okay. So this is my house. There's like a little storage area back here that I don't really have a lot in it, because there's a much bigger storage area. So all of this is included in that mod pack. I added some things for decoration because I think that those glow berries are really pretty. But there's other mods in this that have like different new little creatures. So this is a Drigme. He's adorable. He's like a little dwarf, and so he has decided to make my house his home and has been roaming around it, and I don't mind it because I think he's adorable, and it totally fits with the whole Shire Bag End deal here. So for some reason there is a like sauna and hot tub and massage room set up that came as part of the deal for this particular pack, which was unexpected. And then I saw it and I was like, okay, Bilbo had some money. So yeah, for some reason there's a sauna and massage part in here. Oh, I forgot. I added those flowers because they're pretty. I added the tables. So it's like a blank slate. You can add, it's pretty neat. Your own person. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know the word for it, but yeah, basically. But yeah, so it doesn't have a lot of decoration stuff, so you get to add all of that. He's so freaking cute. And then I got some puppies and a parrot because why not? So I added the chairs and stuff and tables, and you can kind of decorate it how you want. I don't like that painting, and I'll switch it out later. Angry bee statue from another mod. And then you can come over here and you have like a whole kitchen that you can do stuff with. And I did do a good bit of renovating in here. I added like the countertops in here. This portion in the middle was here. It was just set up a little bit different. And I have since updated that and added this cooking pot, which is another mod. And then I've got like a cutting board and another cutting board. This one is specific for one mod and this is specific for another. And so I have a whole sushi set up here so that I can make sushi, because there's a mod called Sushi Go. And so you can roll it and it makes sushi, and it's... Now I have California roll. It's apparently weirdly balanced. I haven't figured out how to make a proper California roll yet. So you can add ingredients and stuff as you need to or want, and it'll tell you when it's good. And this cooking pot here, like you can add ingredients in here and it'll create some kind of stew, and then you add the bowls and ladle it out. And then over here we have a storage area, which again, I love the cave vines, because the glow berries, they light up and they're cool. But this is my main storage stuff over here, and I don't have a lot upstairs, but there's a downstairs as well. So, but these are just really cool storage units. Another mod that's in the thing. Probably shouldn't have put these ones here. They kind of get in the way. I'll move those later. But there's like crafting table things that you can use. And we are about to have another stretch break, but I'm going to keep talking about Minecraft. So Yeah, hang out with me for a little while longer. But yeah, so in these tables, you can make all sorts of things. This is actually where we make the shingles, and you can put whatever material that you want up here for the top of the shingles, and then down here for the base. So like here, this says clay and oak planks, but you can do all sorts of different things. And there's lights and, you know, different kind of framed boxes and stuff. So pretty cool. And then there's a whole storage area down here. It's like a, you know, wine cellar sort of deal. So what I've done is I've created a little setup of storage. I actually cleaned this out a bit because I think it was initially meant to have like pipes running to all the rooms, and it was just annoying. So I changed it up and made it what I wanted it to be. And then added a couple of extra things. So like this is making bone meal for me, and then this actually dries stuff and turns it into leather. So that's handy. And then I have this little whirly sprig that is adorable, and I hope she stays because she's just absolutely, I love her. She's so cute. Then there are a couple extra bedrooms, which is kind of cool. And another bedroom over here with a desk that now has a plant growing in it. I really should go through and change all that. But yeah, the whirly sprig is adorable. Oh, I love her. She's so cute. And then a side door, which is kind of cool. So come out here and we'll go over to some of the buildings. So this is like a little park that is part of decorations, which is pretty cool. Because then it actually makes your town people a little happier. So we'll go. So I put this in because that's my trash can. And then that is actually what I started out in. There's a bed in there, and it gave me supplies, and like this is what I started with, and then I've made this whole village with that. And so I've got like I said, my stables over here, and a couple of things that are helpful for me. But yeah, I'll come over here. This is another warehouse. So I love the warehouses. I think they are really cool. Because they have all these racks that you can go through, like, and figure out where stuff is. And there's like this is the controller for the warehouse. You can it's so weird. You can look up stuff in here, and so there's a lot of bows. But like, if I needed a specific thing, let's say I needed wheat. It's telling me that I have some Durham wheat over here, which is part of the Mine Colonies mod. And then so when I click that, it is now highlighting a rack to let me know where the thing is. So none of those are highlighted. And then none of those are highlighted. But then there's like a downstairs. And let's see. Doesn't look like... Yeah, none of these are highlighted. There's another section over here. There it is. So it highlights it, and then you can go straight to it, and there's the wheat. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. So there's some rhyme and reason-ish to how things are organized, so that's pretty neat. But there's a lot of storage space in these things, and right now both of them that I have are the same level, which I think is 4. I don't know what her problem is, but I don't want to find out right now. And then it's also connected to, it's got a courier's hut, because the couriers are the ones that move all the stuff, and the courier actually can use that door if they want to, or they can go in the other door. But it's really cool how it's all set up, and how it's very, it's got the round doors for the Shire. Pretty cool. Okay, so let's read what the Frosty Tools had to say during the stretch break. Uh, in the dim glow of Maislin's stream, a tale of yarn and camaraderie unfolds. Whiskey Ghoul cheers for Great Grandma, while Truth reflects on life sidestepped from what? Sidestepped. On a life sidestepped from boxing's brutal embrace. There we go. Whew, that was a mouthful. Flo offers tech tips amidst musings on carbs and personal onsens. The chat weaves a tapestry of support and dreams. Whiskey even eyes a move to Maze's idyllic village. That's funny. Okay, so, but we'll keep going through the village because it's really neat. It's almost dark again. But I'll just show you guys a couple more of the buildings. Like, this is one of the houses, and it's not one of the fully upgraded ones. The villagers come and go out of the houses. I think this is a level 3, because it'll... One bed in there. So, bedroom, windows, really cute. And 3 beds in here. So, yeah, this is a level 3. It's got 3 beds, so... So they'll come into the houses and they'll they'll sleep, but what they really do is just stand next to that table that's right here. That is the controller for this particular build. And then I'll show you the crap from the west. And I can't fly right now. Dadgummit. Okay. Okay. Let's go west toward the raiding party that we're getting right now. I need all of these people to get out of my way. This is so much easier if I could fly. Okay. But where is the raiding party? There they are. Okay. Let's see if I can get close enough before they start shooting me to kill them first. Yeah, I know. You'll be back. Whatever. Okay. And these ones are all the archers. Yeah, yeah. Yep, they're gonna keep shooting me. Okay. I have defeated them all. Yay. Let's see. How expensive is beef jerky for you guys over there? Like in the States? It's not cheap. I'll say that. It's not cheap. Okay, let's go. Let's do this the easy way. Home. And go to bed. Yeah, I'd say it's not cheap, that's for sure. I think a 1 pound bag is anywhere between 10 and 20 bucks, depending on the kind. Alright, I need to refill my thing, or it's gonna bug me. Let's see, where's my tank? There it is. And refill that. Okay, so looked it up on Amazon the other day, and I think like 12 bags were we're like 50 euros. Oh. I feel like that's not a lot. I don't know. Is that a lot for you? For us, I think, yeah, thinking about getting a dehydrator so I can just get a kilo of meat for like $8 and dehydrate that. Okay, you can do your own spices too. That'd be cool. Okay, so while that's refilling, it takes a second, I'm sorry. I'll be able to fly around a little easier. But yeah, it's a pretty cool mod. There's a lot of customization. You can pick where you're putting things and all that jazz. So, and kind of organize your village to the way you want it. So it's pretty nice. All right. That. Make sure this is off. Okay. And here. Put that down there. And this can all go in there. Okay. I can fly again. I probably don't want to hover. Should probably not change that while I'm actually in the air. Okay. So I'll show you guys the builder's hut. That's what I was going to do when we got raided. So rude. So this is one of the builder's huts. This is the controller for the builder's hut. It's where you can go, and if they need a specific thing, like right now, this person needs oak slabs, oak stairs, and a white bed. Because they're upgrading one of the residences, which is nice. So I can get those things and then put them in here, and they'll be able to get them. But they have lots of storage because they need a lot of things. They build a lot, so, and the more complicated the build, the more stuff they need. So they have this whole like decoration area, which I think is just really, really cool. And then it's got a back door too, which is nice. So the courier can come through either door, or the builder can go through either door. And then I'll show you guys the other cafeteria, because it's set up a little. Gosh, I can fly now. Just fly, Maze. Oh wait, hold on. Before we go to the other cafeteria, I'll show you guys the university, which is right here. This is where you guys, the villagers or the colonists will actually study technologies. So it's a little plain in here at the moment, but I'm upgrading it. So we've got little areas. So she's probably up there studying, and there's several little study areas. And then beef jerky's pricey. Sorry, I'm back. No worries. Welcome back. So this is the controller for the university, and so you've got researchers, and what you can do is you can go over here and be like, I want you to learn, like right now they're learning village, which is going to up my citizen count to 150, which will be nice because then I can have more people to do more jobs. But then a lot of these will do certain things, like this helps with food saturation for each of the colonists and stuff like that. So I need to get some hay bales to do this. But yeah, there's a lot of technologies that you can do, and then as you upgrade your village, you can unlock more technologies to do. But there's like combat stuff, and you can scroll in and out to get to where you need to. So like improve dodge and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And then also in here, like I said, is the school. Funnily enough, it is downstairs. And they do have children. So they'll have children. And so like right now, there's a child and the teacher. And the teacher is teaching the child. And that's what the little green sparkles were. I don't know what they're learning, but they're learning something. So, hi, you're both staring at me. That's weird. But that's the school controller right there. But yeah, the school is really cute. They like set up a little blackboard, and Oh, she is an adult now. I've never seen one of them grow up before. And she's still learning. That's cool. Okay. I've never seen that before. And like a little reading nook back here. So, but yeah, it's pretty neat. Okay, she has a job now. She's like full. What? Okay, cool, sweet. Don't know what she's doing. But she now is doing something. I've never seen one grow up before. That was kind of cool. Okay, so we'll go over. We'll go over here to the town hall, or to, well, we'll do this cafeteria first. Rough landing. This cafe first. So this is the bakery, and the baker apparently needs something. I'll check that later. But this is the controller for the bakery, where I have no tasks. Okay, but these are like some of the recipes, like pumpkin pie and cookies and bread and muffins and stuff. And then I can teach them other recipes if I wanted to. And then there's the smelting one. So, wait, hold on. This is the crafting recipe. There we go. Okay, so they can make dough and other kinds of bread. They can make a water bottle. But yeah, all of the doughs that they make, then they put through the furnaces to smelt and actually get a pumpkin pie and cookie and bread and stuff. And like I said, she needs something. I don't know what it is, and I'm not going to find out right now. And then over here, we have the cookery. And this is the controller for the cookery. So again, it's one of those things you can tell them the recipes you want. So I've got them able to make meat ravioli, cheese ravioli, veggie ravioli, and some soup, and bacon and eggs, and baked salmon, and milk and cheese, and sandwiches. So pretty cool. And they just pushed me out of the way. And then this is the cafeteria. So they come over here, and you can hear them eating. That is the cafe attendant. And they pass out food to people, and anytime they get anything that is raw, they will, if they have coal, they will actually cook it in those furnaces here. So like right now, one of these furnaces is making cooked cod, which is pretty cool. Bacon, I know, right? But yeah, so they're all eating over here, which is nice. So here's the town hall. I'll show you guys. Did not start off this neat, for sure. It was very plain starting off. All of the buildings really are until you start really diving into everything. Oh, I need to eat. Okay. But yeah, this is the town hall controller, and this is actually where you name your town. I named mine. So I had it in one place before, and then I didn't end up liking where I'd initially set it. So I moved it over here, and the original one I named Blossom Hillshire, and now it's New Blossom Hillshire. And you can you have a colony flag, and that's how I designed mine, and it's pretty cool. You have a list of the citizens and if they're happy or not. See, I need more guards, but you saw all those daggum towers, right? Every single one of those towers has a guard in it. But there's a lot of green, which is good. So like the mystical site, they were happy with. They're happy with the food, which is great. I'm not sure why they're not happy. Oh. I've got a few people that are unemployed. I need more houses, and which is why I'm working so hard to update houses. And injuries is death of or hurt of people, but that happens at night. So that's why when it's night, I'm like, nope, we're gonna go sleep. Hey, that's the girl that grew up, and she's just hanging out in the town hall. Okay, and whistling. And there's like a downstairs, so if you didn't build a personal house, there is actually like a little room down here that I'm very certain is specifically for the player that is doing this, because you're kind of like the mayor, so it sort of makes sense that you're in the town hall. So, and then you can eventually build your own, which I chose to make Bag End because who doesn't want to live in Bag End? So that's the town hall. We'll come over here to the tavern really quick. So this is a guy that doesn't actually live here. He's just visiting. And then I could recruit him if I wanted to. This is like a little decoration courtyard thing that I created. But this is the tavern. This is where you can recruit new villagers, and it comes with its own music, which I freaking love. Like, is that not just cool? It sounds so much like something you would hear in the Shire. So, did someone say the mayor? I am the mayor of this town, Flo. You're the mayor of Awesomeville. This is New Blossom Shire. New Blossom Hill Shire, sorry. But yeah, so you can click on these people, and so this guy wants books. That's expensive. And I can recruit them if I want to, or I can just say maybe later. But yeah, all these people will be hanging out here. But this is the tavern, and the controller is over here. So it's just showing you who all actually lives in the tavern, that are your people. So like one of my foresters, my planters, and 2 of my farmers live here, which they really need their own house. So it looks like they're actually in their beds, which is weird because they don't sleep in the beds in the houses. I didn't realize they actually slept in the beds over there. Oh, and they are all tucked into bed, so I'm going to /home so I can go to bed. That way they all get their night's rest. We can pass the night so none of my guards die. We'll go back. Okay. So that's a cool name. Estella. Cute. But yeah, so that music only plays at night. Like, that's when the party is. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so they're going to go off to their respective jobs now. Their various little occupations. And, oh, I forgot about this section over here. Oh, I didn't say anything about the plantation, which is back here. The plantation is where you grow the like cactus, bamboo, sugarcane, and then down here he's actually growing some kelp. My plantation guy. And then over here eventually it'll be like cocoa beans and vines. So, yay, they finished one of the buildings. Nice. And another guard tower. There's so many of them, and I have to have them, otherwise they get all fussy, and they still don't like it because there's apparently not enough. Whatever. But anyways, they built this bridge that is part of the pack, which is pretty cool, and I told them where to put it, so that's nice. That's another house, which should be perfect now for my foresters and my sawmill people over here. And so what they'll do is they'll chop down trees and then replant them. And that is the foresters that'll do that. Oh, this is my composter right here. So he makes compost for my farms. But this is like my sawmill. So the sawmill will get stuff, and then they will get wood, and they'll make like planks and stairs and slabs and stuff. So they could potentially, theoretically, make the slabs and stairs that the one builder needs, and then the courier will come over, get it from them, and take it over to the builder who needs it. So that's another sawmill. Neat name. I don't think she's employed actually. Yeah, this is the forester. So she's gonna go in and chop down trees, and as she's chopping down trees, she'll come back over here and put the wood that she gathers. She's probably got some on her right now, really, into the rack, and also probably the courier has picked it up. But yeah, so that is mine colonies in a very quick nutshell. But yeah, I cleared out all this, and this is my village. Like I said, all the white boxes are things that I've said, hey, I want you to upgrade this, so please do that. Or I want you to actually build this. So like over here, I've asked them to build another residence and some more roads and upgrade this, or actually build this guard tower. And one of the builders has started on this guard tower. It's why it's like partially built. And then this will be some more hedge roads, which I think are really cool. Oh no, this will be another farm, so that I can have another farmer, because we need lots and lots and lots of food to feed all the peoples. So I don't know why this one's not growing. Maybe it's not the right climate for whatever crop I put there. Because there's some things that you can't grow everywhere. So it's very possible that that is just one that is not something I can grow here. And if I can't grow it here, then I will have to figure out what recipe to use. But I can use this build tool to tell me where my town outline is. So that blue grid inside of here is where I can build things. So like we'll come back over here and I'll show you how a build works. So I'll just do a simple road. So I right click and it gives me all these options, shows me the agriculture, craftsman stuff, decorations, education. These are the fundamentals. Those are the first few things that you will build. Now all of these you have to have a that controller unit. You have to make one and have it in your inventory in order to place it down. However, for roads, you don't need that. So I'll show you how the roads work. And we'll go down. And then I lined it up like that. So this is how it will look when it's ready, when it's built. And it is inside of my blue box. So I can go around and see, is it where I want it? Is it the direction I want facing? All that jazz. If I need to change it around, I can change it around. But then I can right click again and be like, okay, yes, this is where I want this. And so green check mark. This is what is going to be needed for it. So I just hit build building and then it puts up the tape and says, okay, there's going to be construction over here. So, chicken. So yeah, that's how that works. It's really, really cool. I like it a lot. Oh, there's another one of our little fairy creatures. It's a starbuncle. It's so cute. It's a green squirrel. Look at it. It's adorable. It's running away from me. But yeah. So I've got another guard tower coming up over here, hopefully, eventually. And once that's ready, then it'll open up some more space over here, I'm sure. So it's kind of funny how the chunk claiming works, because like I have everything around this, but I don't have this. That's kind of funny. I don't have what's behind it either, but yeah, that's kind of funny. Once that guard tower's done, though, I'm sure I'll probably get like those 2 chunks or something, and it'll be part of my town. But I've got like this whole area that I can build into, and it goes out into the water because there are some things that you can do in the water. Like you could put the fisherman next to the water if you wanted to. I really liked him over here though because he's with the other farms, which makes a lot of sense in my opinion. So yeah, that is mine colonies in a very, very short little nutshell. Oh, the hospital. I didn't show you guys the hospital. It's pretty neat. This is the hospital. I'm standing on it. So that's the hospital controller. So they can get influenza, smallpox. Love the cherry blossom trees. Thank you. I love them too. I love that they drop the petals. I think that's so pretty. But yeah, they can get a couple of different kinds of issues. And so they have to have certain things in order to heal themselves. Like one of the things is you have to have a potato and a carrot, and that's influenza. And then they'll lay down in a bed and eat the potato and the carrot and heal themselves, which is kind of funny. But there is actually a doctor. I don't know where the doctor is right now. Maybe they probably went over to the cafeteria to eat, honestly. But the hospital's pretty cool, I think. And the way it's laid out and decorated, there's like a room over here, and then there's like a downstairs where there are other rooms, like a little hospital ward. So unfortunately, there's nobody in here, so there's nobody sick right now, which is awesome. So, yeah, that's probably why the doctor's like, I'm gonna go eat while I have nobody that's sick. But yeah, they do get sick, and if you don't get them treated, they can die from being sick. So yeah. Oh, I could show you the graveyard. And it starts raining, of course. Well, I'm going to the graveyard and it starts raining. That is so ominous. Uh, but it'll actually tell you like who's died and what their position, like what their job was. So this guy died. He was a knight. I think he actually died from like a skeleton or a necromancer or something. A courier. That courier died from a spider. It was very sad. The enchanter died from a zombie, I think. Beekeeper, builder. So yeah, there is a what is the name of the person? There's a gravedigger. And they'll go and they'll get the tombstones from wherever that colonist died, and then set one up over here with the person's name on it and everything. And they'll actually not work that next day, and they'll come and mourn the loss of that person. So, like, one of the stonemasons, this is like the mausoleum down here. It's kind of creepy. But yeah, there will be. Yeah, there's another one. Very sad. What does that say? I have no idea why that sign is there and why it says that. Does this have us? It does. Oh! Wait. Huh. Okay, interesting. I did not know those signs were there. And it is dark, but we'll go in here really quick. But they have like the things that were on the person when they died, they put in here, and then the courier will come and pick them up. Because the controller for it, so. And what it's showing for inventory is what's in there or what's in there. Anything that they put in here usually goes over there. It's part of the control system. But yeah, this is all the citizens that are buried here. It's sad, but they will die. So it's a coffin. But yeah, it's pretty neat that they have that particular feature, because you do get attached to your colonists sometimes. They're like my very first builder, and usually the first one to die is your first builder, which really kind of sucks. Because the builder is probably the most important person you have, because you can't have stuff, like you can't have things get built if you don't have a builder. So my very first builder died, and it was very sad, and so he's not in there because I didn't have a graveyard yet when he died, so it's kind of sad. It reminds me, I got the game about digging a hole. Okay. Okay, there was something else I was going to show you guys. Oh, the flower shop and the dyer's hut, which are over here. Whee! Smooth landing. All right, this is the flower shop. So she grows flowers over there. And then the flowers get used for all sorts of things. Isn't that just adorable? Like that little controller is so cute. But the flowers can be used for uh, dyes, and then also for as medicine, which is kind of cool. And then I'm having them build this like bridge here. It's gonna be kind of a like a what's the word I'm looking for? It's gonna be more of a it's not a bridge. It's not a dock. What is the pier? Gosh. It's literally called a game about digging a hole. But rock and stone, brother. Rock, stone, rock and stone. Rock, stone, rock and stone. Anyways, yeah, I'm having them build the pier here, and then this is the dyer's hut, which is pretty cool. So they've got looms. It made it look like they're actually it makes it look like it's warped up and they're actually dyeing things, but or weaving things, and they've got the like furnaces. But yeah, this is the dyer's hut. Isn't that cute? I think that looks so cool. But yeah, and it'll continue to get things. This is just a level 2. Eventually, if I remember correctly, the 5th level, all of the inside of this doorway gets colorful concrete. And so it's like a rainbow around the door, which I think is pretty cool. And I'm excited to get to the point where I can do that, but I don't have a concrete person yet. I don't have the technology to that has been investigated to do concrete yet. So, but yeah. And these are the barracks, like I said earlier. So what they'll do over here is like each of these towers has a couple of beds underneath them for more knights to do stuff. But it's like a whole thing. There's the downstairs where there is actually a jail cell. Jail cell. Sounded so southern. And you can open it, and like I've never seen anybody in here. I don't know. It's just a really neat decoration addition, I guess. But yeah, there's beds for the knights and stuff. So all of these beds can be taken by knights, druids, and archers. And those are the people that defend your town if you don't do it yourself. And this is where you control stuff. Like you can hire people. That's why it's got gold ingots in it right now, because you can. Yes, I know you can hire spies. There we go. But pretty neat. And this is level 3, I think. And we'll go which way? This way. Okay. So this is the stonemason's hut. This is the mine, and so this is actually kind of cool because they do mine, like, and you have to provide them with pickaxes to do it. But they have this whole mine shaft thing that happens, and it goes and goes, and then each floor has down, get off this. Okay, fine. I hate ladders. Each floor will tell you like what they have found on that level, how many nodes and stuff, and how many people. And so this miner has gone down pretty good ways, and you can see that they've dug into the side here. Anywhere there's the cobblestone, they've placed that in order to keep themselves safe. I just fell down the thing again. So they found water over there. That's probably pretty annoying. Oh, I think that goes into the ocean. No, maybe not. The ocean's that direction. Okay. But it'll tell you how many things they've mined, like what level it is, and how many nodes they have found, and things like that. So, pretty cool. And the little tunnels can actually like grid out. Like this probably, dadgummit. Let me just go up the ladder. And go that way. Okay. Oh, interesting. Grass? But yeah, it grids out and they go in all sorts of directions and they find stuff, and I'm thrown off by the grass down here. That's kind of weird. But yeah. Anyways, it's pretty neat. They'll mine the stuff, and then once they mine the stuff, the stonemasons will make the things for builders, and then there's a smeltery. They'll take all of the ores and smelt them down, and then those can get used to make armor or tools. So yeah, that's the mine. Stonemason, he needs something. I don't know what. I'll find out later. This is the smeltery. And I see the smeltery has been hard at work. My goodness, look at all that. That's cool. Iron is valuable. For sure. Thank you for your hard work, Ada. And then over here. Why is there a pig in here? This is the blacksmith shop. Where they get iron and they'll turn it into, it looks like the courier's already picked it up, but they'll turn it into helmets and boots and things and tools and stuff as needed. I don't know why there are pigs in here. Kind of funny. And they're like good and trapped in there too. Oh, Ada is taking a break apparently. Oh, that's probably how the pigs got in there. Just wandering. Alright then. Let's see. What else? Could show you the cows. So for the cows, they will kill them off. They will breed them and kill them. So that you can have meat for your colonists. But they will also get milk, which is nice because as they get milk, they will use that for various recipes. So that's three little babies in here. I'm kind of surprised. Oh no, he did. No, there's still 3 adults. That's interesting. Usually they only really keep just a couple adults. Ah, he's feeding. I don't know what he's doing. I'm really surprised he hasn't killed that one completely yet. Honestly. Oh, are you breeding again? Yep, he just bred them. Interesting. Okay, well, I want that experience. Thank you. Alright, so here's our chicken farm, and she is so bad about letting them out. That is annoying. Let's see. Do I have seeds? I have seeds. Come here. Over here. And we're going to close that. And I can fly out. Haha. There. I've got the chickens back in the coop. Sorry. That's funny. Anyways, okay, so there's that. And then the fireworks that you just heard means that something got completed. Actually, I think maybe this house upgrade got completed. Or wait, hold on, it told me. Yeah, resident was completed. Cool. Yeah, fishermen's doing their fishy thing. Ooh, we have a red sheep. And a immediate, okay, cool. Diago is on it, man. Like, they just got the wool. But yeah, the sheep are various colors, which is pretty cool. Like you can find them around the world and everything, which is neat. But they actually like change colors in the pen. Like every single baby that comes up is a new color, which is really pretty cool. But we'll go back home. and sleep. Because it's dark. And go back. Okay. Don't ugh. Just do your job. But yeah. Okay, so this is the apiary. Like I said, they get the bees will make honey and honeycomb, and the guy or person, yeah, it's a dude this time, he'll go and collect it, and then it goes off to where it needs to be. Betty over here with her little pigs, and she's murdering one of them right now. Cool. Yep, that is a thing. Okay. As another house. Berkeley Bainenton. That's a neat name. The knights are patrolling, which is nice. So, murder. Murder. Looks like she successfully killed that pig. But yeah, that is Mine Colonies, and I really enjoy it. It's fun to figure out what they need and then go and get them to help. So, dad joke. A boy dug 3 holes in the yard. When his mother saw, she exclaimed, well, oh gosh. That is a dad joke for sure. Oh, that's the little girl that grew up. Huh. We'll have to find her a job. Anyways. So, yeah. Oh, here's some other decorations. I forgot about these. This is just a decoration, which I thought was really cool. It's called the Hole in the Wall Public House. And it's like sometimes the colonists will come and sit down next to the little barrels and just hang out. That's all it is. And then over here is another decoration that I forgot about. It is the Brandy Buck Cafe. And again, they'll just come and sit down. That is it. There's nothing else to it. It is a decoration. But that one I added the tree to the top of because I thought it would look really cute. Because trees. So, yeah. That is Mine Colonies. I hope that wasn't awful. I know I've run a little bit late. I'm sorry. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. I mean, we did do some crochet and we checked out Minecraft. I'll go ahead and /home and disconnect from that. Let me close that. So, okay. Close that down. But yeah, I really enjoy it. It is one of my favorite kind of leisure games. Alright, Flo, thanks for hanging out. And thanks for the compliments. Have a good night. A man walked into a bar with some asphalt on his arm. He said, 2 beers, please. 1 for me and 1 for the road. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it is late. It is like 10:20 at night here, but I know it's like really late for you. So good night, Flo. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll go ahead and do the end of stream thing here. Let's see. Who do we want to raid today? Let me see who is live right now. Following live. Oh, Handset's on. Let's go raid Handset. It's been a while. Not a very long while, but Handset's awesome, and we should go raid Handset. Anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and listening to me talk about Minecraft. I hope that wasn't terrible. I really enjoy it. It's just such a chill game, and y'all are awesome. But everyone have a fantastic weekend. take care of yourselves, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, as always. And just stay safe. I know the world is weird, so please stay safe. And you are very much loved. But yeah. May your yarn never tangle. Bye.